Hello, dear ones. We are Laarkmaa. We are here to answer your questions. What is Ascension? And what do I need to do to ascend? The first question is Ascension is passing out of your purely physical form into another form of energy. The second question is, you need do nothing. Now, please let us explain. There are two forms of ascension. The most common form of ascension is the one that almost all human beings undergo, and that is ascension through death. This is why we say you need to do nothing in order to ascend. For if you do nothing, you are making a choice to ascend in the form that is most common to the human species, to simply die out of your physical body and your spirit returns from whence it came. This sort of ascension needs nothing except you're living your life in the third dimension and doing nothing else. If you wish another kind of ascension, a higher vibratory kind of ascension, there is much that must to be done. There is a possibility now for those who are on the path of love and light, those who are working with their shadows, and those whose intention is to raise their vibration into a higher state of being. There is the potentiality, the possibility, that certain humans may indeed ascend with the physical body and the light body together, rather than the physical body dying through death and the light body returning with the spirit from whence it came. Those of you who wish to ascend with the physical body must first of all begin by assessing in your heart, why do you have this wish? If you wish to do this because you are avoiding death and you are afraid of death, you will not succeed. For fear inhibits the ability to ascend with the physical body. Ascending with the physical body and with the light body merged together is a process that is purely energized by love. No fear can be present in that ascension process. So the first thing to assess is, why am I asking this? If you are asking to ascend with the physical body because you wish to do service and you have no fear of whether you ascend through death or whether you ascend through the new process with the physical body and the light body, then there is no fear involved and you may proceed in how do I ascend differently. Once you have eliminated the fear, the next thing you must do is begin intense shadow work, bringing up every place within your psyche, within the cells of your body, from this and all parallel lifetimes where fear has dictated your belief systems, your ideas, your thoughts, and your behavior. As you bring up each shadow and face it with courage and love each shadow until it dissolves, taking responsibility for what you think, what you feel, and everything that you do, you are eliminating all aspects of fear from your system. In doing this, you allow the energy of your physical form to be elevated into a way that the energy more closely aligns with your light body. So this is the first step. The second step is examining all of your thoughts. What thoughts and what words are you using without consciousness? Do you use certain phrases that are not well thought out, such as to kill one bird with two stones, not thinking of the implication that this means taking a life, rather instead using the common assumption that this is to get a lot done? Phrases such as this must be consciously examined, and you must take responsibility for the words you utter and the thoughts that you think. In this way, you must take conscious responsibility for every thought that enters into your mind and every word that comes out of your mouth. This allows you to raise your vibratory level again by holding a clearer intention that you will only think and you will only speak words of a higher vibration. This is the second aspect. The third thing that you need to do is to assess what are you nourishing your form with. We mean by this both what are you nourishing it with in terms of food, drink, and what are you nourishing yourself with in terms of what you intake in other ways. What you intake in other ways means books you read, movies you watch, and conversations that you have. If you think you are nourishing yourself by watching a movie that is full of violence, you are not. You are lowering your vibration. If you read a book that is full of sexual references, you are not nourishing yourself. You are lowering your vibration. If you engage in a conversation with someone that is argumentative and full of emotion, or using unkind words, or participating in unkind tones, you are not nourishing yourself. You are lowering your vibration. Every time you make a choice like this, you choose to ascend through death, rather than choosing to ascend with your body. So it is extremely important to look at how you are nourishing yourself. As far as drink, what you nourish yourself with should be pure water, fruit juices, herbal teas, things that have no additives in them, no additives of a chemical nature, no alcohol, and no caffeine. Alcohol slows down your system, caffeine speeds your system up, and these things throw off your rhythm so that you are not in harmony, so that you cannot listen to the voice of the universe. So you must take in liquid form things that are nourishing for you. In terms of food, it is extremely important that you take in living food. For if you take in food that is associated with death, you are again choosing ascension through death rather than choosing ascension with your physical body. It is contradictory to feed yourself for nourishment with something that comes from death. All humans need to understand this for the highest good of all. Additionally, you must avoid sugar, because sugar tears holes in your light body and it harms your DNA. So if you avoid all sugar, you are nourishing your body. If you ingest sugar, you are again choosing ascension through death. We have given you the two forms of ascension, and we tell you, humans, that we are here to love and support you. But however you choose to ascend, it remains your choice. Choose wisely what you need to do and what you wish to do for your own personal ascension. We thank you for your interest in this question. We love you. Good always.